typing. Okay, now, so want to say your names? I know that. Okay, so say your names. You want to say?
Hi, I'm Emma.
I'm Soleil.
Okay, and then their friends. This is Rafi on the right,
Rafi.
and that's Dylan, and I forgot Addie, and Maggio. Okay, and I'm interviewing them right now on the beach about like what they think about going to high school, doing it remotely, and they first of all well I'll let them talk. So what do you think?
So really, we think that it's going to affect every generation.
Girls, fucking guys.
No, it is going to affect every generation.
No, it's going to affect every generation differently, and it can affect elementary schoolers to like collegers. Like it can affect anything, and it's just like every grade you're in, it really just like it affects you so much. Like, and it's going to make every generation after us just like slowly more intellectual, and it's like even us, like I can tell we're learning less and less being online.
Like adults.
And going to school would just like it would make a lot better, and we could like find solutions to go to school and still be like distance. So like to prevent it.
You mean like wearing masks?
Yes,
Yeah, like wearing masks and like
exactly.
having the desk be separate, like anything really. But there's a lot of solutions.
And what do you think of? Do you like my
other
idea of
than to be
having like an iPad on the desk, and then the kids could come in? Yes, and then if you really needed, if a kid was really scared, I guess you could have like little isolation booths where they learn, but in the school instead of having to stay at home.
There should be more solutions than just going online.
Than just-
in my opinion. Because online people get unmotivated first of all, and they just don't learn. Like people are at home in their own bubbles, and I can tell just like being like in my friend group, people are getting more used to being at home, and this is leading our society to be at home, and that's awful. People should still go out. Like it is awful that people are being online and being at home all the time. It's awful.
I get it. Right. I totally
like
agree.
Adults, imagine working at home every single day for 6 hours straight.
Yes.
That's stressful.
Yes.
Being on a device for 6 hours straight and not being able to go out and being social, it's so
And
it affects everybody's mood
and it makes you
people
depressed.
That's
Yes.
what I was about to say.
Exactly.
It must-
It like
so
it really
That's what I was
makes you
thinking.
depressed. Like we have like at least we have our friend group to see,
And it's
but
all
people
about
who
the
don't have their friend
experience,
group,
too.
they like that really affects their social life, their social experiences,
Yes.
their mood.
Yes.
So much.
Yes. Like
Everyone
luckily
that's
you have the
going to
beach where you know that you can see your friends and
Exactly.
something like
But
that.
imagine
most
people that don't have the.
but
like,
most
beach.
people don't. Most kids
Exactly.
don't, and then they're just going crazy.
Exactly.
And do you think that and the learning is like much slower? Would you say?
I do. I think it is much slower, and it's harder for people to understand because it's
learning
over a
a lot
device.
less. It's awful.
You can't ask questions. You can't be like, oh, hey, can I have help with this? You know, with this problem.
You can't just raise your hand.
Can't raise your hand. It's better to have the experience. Like people that are going to college right now, they don't have the college experience of going to college. You know?
Right.
You gotta have a
Right.
story
And of
to
interacting
it.
with everybody else.
Exactly.
Right.
And, you know, people now, like, there is a pandemic going, but, like, there has to be safety to it. Like, wear masks, you know, be caution about it.
You think you could you think wearing masks at school would be?
I think wearing
if you
masks
wear-
and isolating desks would be like the situation.
If you wear, like, those paper masks, not those cloth masks.
and
like,
either
something
way,
better.
You mean like the N95?
Yeah.
You mean the N95 ones
Yeah.
that are stronger?
Yeah.
And either way, if the teachers are afraid, there are solutions to fix that, like getting them on the board, having them FaceTime us. But like for students, it is like so vital to keep the like social life,
Yes.
to keep the education up. It is so important. And,
Yes.
how are group projects gonna work? How are like presentations gonna work?
agree.
It's not gonna be the same, and we're not gonna be getting the same like I don't know, like the same like education as generations before us.
Yes.
That have this issue, you know.
Like,
Yes.
It's our junior year. We can't experience our junior year at high school.
It's
Like
Right.
that's really sad.
It
It's
is.
sad. I thought I was gonna have all
And it's
4
even-
years
it's even worse
to
for the
myself.
seniors.
Do you feel it's much harder to ask questions?
It is, of course it is.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like a robot talking to me, explaining math problems to me.
And
like,
either way, you're at home all day, so you're not going to be putting the effort that you
Exactly.
would put
Because
at
you're in your
school.
room.
You're in your own environment instead of being in the school environment, which forces you to like be part of it, like I don't know, interact, like be educational.
Yeah.
It's different. It's just like it's not going to be the
So
same
in other words,
unless they change it.
Woo!
Hey, turn the camera to me. Fred for president, 2020.
Yeah, Fred
Rafi
for
saying that so you can trust.
Thank you, Rafi. Thank you, Rafi.
Fred,
What's your last name?
Schultz.
Fred Schultz.
Yes.
Fred Schultz.
Thank you all.
Fred
Thank you so much.
Schultz.
So I'm really happy, because, and what do you feel about, I'm thinking, in general, we should be reopening society. I mean, yes.
I think we should have measures because it is a really dangerous thing that affects especially older people, and I think that is a measure that everyone should take. But
You mean
it
masks?
shouldn't prevent.
You mean
it
masks?
shouldn't prevent daily living, in my opinion.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. There should be preventions, but not. It shouldn't prevent.
But
daily living.
not shutting down the world.
Yeah,
No.
why are you closing down businesses? That's people's living.
Right.
That's what they live
Right.
off of.
Right.
That's how they have their house.
And
Right.
so many people
I
have
know
suffered from this
Exactly.
virus.
People
Yes.
in Italy are losing their own jobs. They can't afford.
In this
food for
country,
their
we have
kids.
at least 30 million. Later, guys. Woo! Good to see you. Yeah, we have at least 30 million people in this country that have lost their jobs now permanently.
And my parents, my mom is one of them, and it's really sad to know that she can't do her meeting plannings around the world because of this virus. It is awful.
It is that's crazy.
I'm so thankful to have one of my parents to be in the research medical field,
Yeah,
so they can
right.
keep going. But if
Right.
I didn't have that, I wouldn't know where I'd be at
Yes,
right now.
yes.
And that is really scary for many families. I can't even imagine. We're fortunate enough
Right,
to be in this
right,
area,
right.
to have these parents. Yeah.
Right.
Money. It's sad because they're not even making any money.
Even
Right.
the people that
They'll
are
be-
investing in
Yeah,
stocks.
exactly.
Yes.
People that have their whole money. in
Actually, the stocks
yeah.
are doing pretty well right now, but
They are.
they were doing bad 2 months ago, and a lot of people freaked out. And of course, if you're old and it starts to crash, then you freak out and you sell because you're too scared when it's going down every day, which is reasonable. To think that we're going to have a depression, it's very reasonable, and people freak out and lose
Yeah,
everything.
And this is pretty much like a depression.
It is a depression.
And school matters.
It is a depression.
School
Yes,
for
it does.
sure matters
Yes,
for your future.
yes, yes.
100%.
But you see, but I think I think I can see how you want to require masks in businesses, but you don't want to shut down the business. I mean, even in restaurants, if you say it has to be 6 feet.
The way they're taking it, I feel is not supposed to be.
And either way, after this virus, mark my words, there's gonna be another virus.
Yes.
There's gonna be so many other things, and our world cannot shut down.
Yes.
Because viruses
Right.
keep coming out.
That's
We have
right.
to find
There's a solution. You know what the solution is? It's very easy. We eat healthy. If you eat mostly vegetables, some fish, preferably oily fish, some vitamins, some fish oil or flaxseed oil, you're eating pure healthy and exercising, you're gonna survive this fucking virus.
No, but even if you don't eat healthy, you can prevent health measures. Even if say you had an unhealthy past, anything
Oh yeah,
you
within
can
a few
have,
weeks.
health measures.
Oh yeah, but within a few weeks, I've read doctors say within a few weeks of eating healthy, your immune system fixes itself enough
Also, how
that
do you
you
think
survive.
the newborn kids, the new generations are gonna do with their immune system? Not going out in the dirt, not seeing
You're
people,
right.
being at home. Their immune system is gonna be
You're
so
right.
weak.
They're going to be
They're
so
gonna go
weak.
out.
And then also
do you want that for your kids?
Also what you said is true, that this is going to happen all the time because we have global warming and poverty combined with cutting down the rainforest and people being hungry and have to go into the jungle to eat something.
Yes, they're cutting down the rainforest.
Well,
It's gonna affect
it's
your
hard.
I'm from Brazil. You know the Amazon forest.
I'm against doing all that. I am.
Fucking Brazil
And
president.
but you know how Bolsonaro.
fuck
Oh,
you, man.
good.
Hell
And
yeah.
fuck Bolsonaro and fuck
Hey.
Trump. Fuck Bolsonaro and fuck Trump.
Hey,
Fuck
Bolsonaro,
you,
he's
Trump.
fucking trying to
Fuck
fuck
you.
each
Fuck
other,
any
man.
Trump supporters
Yes.
out there.
Yes.
And he's letting the Amazon fire burn.
I
Don't
know.
let that.
You know how we stop that? You know how we stop that? It's simple. It's simple. We stop eating meat, then we take away the economic incentive for them to burn down.
Stop eating
Yeah,
meat.
no.
That's a little too far.
No, but just don't
I gotta keep my.
Oh my God, Emma. No, I mean, we have to. We have
No, there's
to.
so many other preventions, so I agree with you that we
Well,
should
yeah, but
take,
that's a major one. Yes, it's the main way to stop global warming, and also to
No,
stop.
we could stop global warming in so many ways. The fucking pollution around here, there's
Okay,
so other ways to stop global warming, you know?
stopping eating cows is the main way to stop global warming, which I know sounds rough because we love meat. I mean, I've mostly given up meat now. I have. I mean, I have maybe 2 pounds.
fish.
I love fish.
Fish is good.
And I love salmon.
mostly
And
fish.
I love meat too. I love meat too. It's just like giving it up.
Yeah,
Be-
no,
But
no.
look
My
at it
sister's
this
my
way.
sister's the same
It's
cause
the
as you.
circle
My
of
sister.
life, and it's nature. Either
that's
way,
what I
those
believe.
I
cows
believe
are
that,
gonna
yeah. I
die
agree.
because another animal's
are
gonna
gonna
hunt them
die.
down, and
But no,
we all live off.
Oh no, you're right about that.
Like,
I'm
you know,
no, I'm
like-
not disputing that. I'm
But
when
it
I
is
when
a
I'm
way to like
what-
save the earth.
It is. It's a
I
way.
agree.
I mean, it's a major way
But
to save.
I also believe it's fucked up how you guys treat cows, man. Like,
Yes!
you know, like,
Yes, the
like,
factory
for real,
cows.
hell yeah,
The
fuck
factory
that, man. That
farming.
thing is nasty.
Oh, I do
One
not
time in
agree with
Indonesia, I saw the
factory
chickens.
farming
Right.
Hey, the
Factory
chickens
farming
too.
is not okay.
I saw the
Right,
chickens
it's true,
in
the
the truck.
chickens-
I
They're
do-
all
I'm
squeezed
not-
I
together.
know.
That thing
And you know
is
what else they
fucked
do?
up.
You know what else they do?
I'm
You
never
know what
eating
else they
chicken
do to the
anymore. I
poor
don't eat
chickens?
chicken anymore.
If when they're trying to get the eggs, they take the little the male chicks, and they throw them in a grinder, and they only save the female chicks.
Yeah, man. I know.
Yes, they take them and they throw them in a grinder. It's horrible. They live for like 2 seconds, and then it's like, "Arr!" It's
Like, "Arr."
yeah, really. They live for 2 seconds, and then they go. "Arr!"
With factory farming, I feel like animals are like us. Obviously, they're
Like
like
you
us.
go
We
out
should be
to the
free.
middle,
They
like you
should
go
be
out
free.
to fun countrysides like Wyoming, Idaho. I can name so many, and you see wild cows over there.
I know.
That do get pastured. Like they do, like they let like.
It's
you
not-
know,
it's
a
not-
year
that's not
out,
my
and then
whole-
They like get like.
I'm mostly against it because it's
factory
to be
farming.
well, no, because it's also because it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
It really does. Meat weakens your immune system over time. You'll live a lot longer if you live mostly vegetables and some fish. It's just like there is an ideal
Yeah, but
diet.
that's like if you eat a lot of meat.
No.
I eat mostly fish. Is like
Meat
meat.
is
I eat
good
like
for you in a
once
way,
every
though.
2
But
weeks.
most people eat a lot of meat.
Yeah,
Most
yeah,
people
I eat
eat.
a lot of meat.
Most people eat a lot of
every
meat.
day, like every day.
Every day. And I eat
try
like,
to do
I
that
swear to
every
God, I eat like 2 pounds of hamburger or steak a year. About 2 pounds a year, which isn't, here, I should peer. Okay. Now, this is going to make a good video though. Okay. This is going to make a good video. I'm glad I'm getting all, here, I should back up a bit and get you all in
Yeah.
more.
But
Okay.
like also how COVID is affecting our society is the kids. I've been seeing little kids,
Here, wait, I'll get-
3-year-olds
I'll get closer.
even
On
wearing
their
masks.
I'll
phones.
get
No,
closer
no,
to
no, not like the technology
Oh,
society is like taking over our lives. Like
Yes.
we are
It
becoming
is.
technology
Yeah, it is.
dependent,
It is.
and I realize it with myself. I am dependent on my phone, and I can't even imagine the next generations what they're gonna be dependent
Yes.
on.
Yes.
And it
I
is
see, like,
crazy. I
5-year-olds
hate it.
have
It's
their
I know
own
it's
awful.
not it's
It's
making us
awful.
totally separated from each other.
It is.
Like-
100%. We
like-
don't meet new
Snapchat
people.
is
No,
the number
no,
one thing
no,
to have us separated.
it's horrible. It makes us all
Meeting new people.
yes.
meeting our-
Like I just met you.
lover.
Like I just met you on here this second. It was really wonderful that we got to
Exactly,
meet
exactly.
instead of just
And people
you know.
don't do that. That's not common
No,
anymore,
nobody does.
sadly.
And you were nice. Like you were like, come over.
Yeah,
You know.
of course,
but
of course.
but you know. But
It's like there's odd people in the world. You don't know who to trust. If you
Yeah.
text the wrong person, you're in danger.
But also, how are kids supposed to go through that if they only live on technology? They're gonna think everybody's nice, everything's all like, you know, rainbows and sparkles, and like
Yes.
they're not gonna be able to live the real
You're right.
life, like
And they'll-
how we have.
you're
like,
right.
I haven't even lived it that much, you know, but like
Yeah.
how other people have.
But you're
older
right, and they have no idea how to interact.
yeah.
They'll have no idea how to approach and interact with others at all.
It's awful.
And it's shutting down all of human interaction.
And it is.
Which
and I
is-
think that's what the government wants. Like, this is like weird and like everything, but I think the government will make more economy and everything by having us all at home and paying for shit online. Like,
You know what I think it is? You know what I think it is? A lot of it. I think a lot of it is that the banks now, when you make a rule that people can't work, but you don't give them a way to pay the mortgage or the rent, you're having the banks are going to be taking over
Yeah.
almost every building in the world.
But they're also bankrupting people. Like they're
Yes.
taking their mortgage.
Yes,
Yeah, like,
they're
100%.
taking their homes. They're
Yeah.
taking their homes.
They're taking
Exactly. That is
everything,
not
and the
okay.
Everything
government
they've worked their
wants
whole lives
not okay.
to make.
The government wants this.
Yes,
though.
I
They,
think
like,
so. I
they
think
want it.
so.
And also, like,
I
this
think so.
COVID, if it was
But-
released on accident on purpose, they want the population to go down.
I
Like,
will
this
wait.
is-
I will wait.
no.
I will say this.
You know?
I don't know if it's on purpose or not.
Yeah,
They
we
might
don't.
be very well intentioned, and I still don't give a shit
Yeah.
because they have made the wrong decision to decide to shut down our human interaction and our human the economy. I mean, and to not even realize that we are all dependent on the economy, not only for our livelihood and for a home and for a job and for a sense of purpose, but also because to eat. And if without this, you're going to have hundreds of millions of people worldwide starving to death.
Yeah.
And it's just a wrong way to handle a disease. Instead of saying we'll get good food in everybody's hands and we'll get, healthy farmers market.
This virus is killing off every person in every way. Like,
yes!
Like, it kills it by the virus, it kills it by taking away the job. Like, might as well find a safe measure to keep people's jobs, to have less people die.
Right!
I think the government wants people to die. Our population is overpopulated.
Honestly,
and
you might be right. I think the banks do, and they might. I think that it's really, though, I think that people are very misdirected. They're so overly scared of this virus that they don't realize it's 1/3 of 1% death rate, and we can reduce that to around 1/10 of 1% of the death rate, which is the same as the flu, if we just eat right and exercise. And they're not treating us like adults. They're treating us like children who have to be ordered around and can't have
stay at home and all this
stay
stuff.
at home
and it's not necessary.
Not okay.
We can find
and it's not
other
natural.
measures.
It's not a natural way to interact with.
The human population is so advanced to be able to find another way to handle this situation, and they handle it for us staying at home and like taking away so much else from us. And I don't understand it personally. Like I do understand it to an extent, but like now I don't even know what to say because viruses are going to keep coming up. We can't
but don't you even think I'm even torn about the issue of the mask. I feel like it's good I'm torn on the issue of the mask. I feel like it's good in grocery stores. Wait, hang on. They're saying hi to a doggy.
That's Penny.
And this is Charlie.
That's Charlie.
This is John.
Hi.
Your dogs are so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're very cute. Look at this. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. No, they love you.
Your dog is the cutest thing ever.
That puppy's so cute.
Hi.
Take a picture with Penny.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is such a cute video.
You wanna get a mommy? Oh, I just bye, baby.
Oh.
So cute.
Okay, goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Wow, that was a nice break from all of our screaming about everything.
Right.
So, okay, let me tell you what I'm worried about. My worry is about the masks. I'm feeling like maybe they're good in grocery stores, but do we need them in all of human life? Like, that's where it gets scary to me, is that it's going to be hard to have human interaction with a mask on all the time.
Well, I mean, you also have kids
mask
questioning,
off.
like,
Hey,
why are
wait,
these
you said
adults
what?
have masks? Like, you also have kids questioning, why do these adults
I
have
have to
masks
say, I
on?
do agree with masks because I do think it's a prevention to this virus, and like it is necessary in this time.
But
that
cannot hold
shouldn't
us
prevent,
in.
that shouldn't prevent us from staying at home or anything. Like we should have masks, stay outside, keep our
And like
distance.
lead a
Look
normal
at us.
life.
Look
Lead
at
a
us
normal
right now.
life.
We're keeping
You're
our
saying,
distance.
well, right now we are. We're not wearing masks, though.
Exactly.
But
and that's
but don't you feel it's
fine.
much better to interact with
lot
people
better, yes.
without a mask if you can help it? I mean, luckily we're outdoors and it's a breeze, but it's a much better. It's so hard to interact with people with a face mask to not see their expressions.
When I work, I have this plaster gas and then I have my mask.
Yeah,
I
I
can't hear people. When they ask for something they want, if they really want something, I can't hear them.
No.
And then they give a complaint
Yo,
on Yelp.
come
They
here.
give a complaint
Jay.
on Yelp, like saying, "Oh, I couldn't hear them." Yeah, because I have a mask on and you have this glass right in front of me.
You work at a restaurant?
Yeah,
I
we
work-
both
yeah,
work at a
a
gelato
gelato,
shop,
yeah.
and we get complaints for not being able to understand the customer when there's literally plexiglass and
And
masks.
masks.
Oh my God.
Like, excuse me?
Yeah, right. What do you
of
expect from
course.
us?
Like,
Exactly.
Right, I get it.
And
Oh, so that's what. So you certainly think like when they're serving food, of course, I'm around. But I'm wondering, like, do you think you're saying it's still even hard there? I get it.
It is. It's so hard to understand people, and you want to be the politest as possible.
you-
and people are like,
Yes.
well, I'm asking you this, and you can't hear me, and they're getting frustrated. And you're
They're
like,
going
I'm sorry,
crazy.
I'm trying to do my hardest
Yes.
to try and hear you.
Got it. Oh my God.
It's very stressful. This COVID's very stressful. And it's
has,
changed
and
a lot
it's
of
just,
our
like,
emotions.
It's made me like an emotional roller
I
coaster, not
agree.
gonna lie. Like,
I
it's like
agree.
like not being able to see people every day, it really affects a person.
You
like,
also have
it
people, like other people saying like, oh, I can't hang out with this person because, oh, like they're being social, you know?
Yeah,
Oh.
they're being around. They
Yeah.
might have
Right,
COVID.
right,
like, you
right,
know.
right.
And it is
Yeah.
a big worry. I understand that for people, especially, like, I wouldn't be the cause for my parents. Like, I would never want to be the cause for my parents dying.
I agree.
Right.
And, like, a lot of people do have parents that, like, are in danger. And I totally understand that situation.
Right.
But, like, there should be other measures taken.
Yes.
There should be.
Like
'Cause
my
it's
like
never gonna
like
change.
people eating right.
Yes.
You're right. We could be with this for the rest of our lives, but do we want to have an economic depression the rest of our lives?
Exactly.
Do we want
Another
do we
big
want do we want to have to
depression.
wear masks our whole lives?
Yeah.
I mean, I can see wearing masks a year or two, but still, it's gonna make it so we can't interact with each other at all.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
agree.
very hard.
I agree. Like sushi bars, there's like a glass
Oh
right
my-
in
yeah.
front. You can't hear anything.
One
Nail
second,
salons,
sorry, I don't-
nothing.
Okay.
It's just stressful. And I don't know how the government feels like we're taking it, but I feel like everybody's taking it differently. People from Arizona are coming to our beaches because they're done with this. Like, it's just stressful. Everything's stressful.
Yes. But the main thing is you want to be able to earn a living, right, someday,
Exactly, and have
and have experiences with people your whole life,
Yes.
and get back to a normal world. And I mean, at some point, we're even just going to have to say, well, except for in supermarkets and stuff, screw the masks.
I agree with masks. Not screw the masks. I feel like
You know what I'm saying? At some point.
yes, at some point it should be screw the masks because
Are you saying
it-
like we should do it
like,
for a year or two?
people-
You think we should try to do it for a year or two and see how it goes?
I agree. It's like when people work, they're during this heat as well, like 84, like I'm dying in this heat with wearing a mask. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know, imagine
It is.
being in Hawaii with a mask.
Oh my God.
You would be
Oh, it's
suffocating.
torture.
Yeah.
No, imagine being in the middle of the country, like of
Exactly.
America, with a mask.
Suffocating.
Yes.
In a mask.
We've had our highest like temperatures, and like imagine wearing a mask in that. Like,
Oh, it's been. I know. It's.
so like I do still agree with masks.
I get it. I get it.
do
Yeah, I get it.
understand.
I get it. I get it.
So-
Like I was thinking maybe only in the supermarkets, or maybe just only for the old people. But I do understand wanting to slow down the transmission too.
You don't want to be the reason why your grandparents.
No,
parents, you
right.
know?
But we
So,
also
like,
don't want to be. We also don't want to stop all commerce.
Of course.
I mean, so we're gonna have to like reopen, but with masks.
Yeah. I agree.
That's and preferably with open windows
Should
or
reopen though. Like,
Yes.
That is so vital.
yes. But wouldn't you? Okay, so you do want it to try to be safe if possible, right?
Yeah.
So wouldn't you rather it be, if possible, outdoor classrooms?
Yes.
That would
Outdoor
work.
classrooms would definitely
Wouldn't that
work.
be great?
Yeah,
I
that would
would.
be
I haven't even
amazing.
thought about that. Like, why has nobody thought about that? Our school
Out on
could
the
do so much better.
field.
Like if we can
Like,
just,
you know?
if we can just like find open spaces and have a bullhorn if necessary, but you don't really need it. I can speak loudly enough that 20, 30 students would hear me.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like I can yell, you know, whatever. But it's not even that. I mean, I can certainly speak. But if you need a bullhorn,
Oh,
fine.
where the hell did he go?
Yeah.
Okay, here let's take a break from this, okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so wait, so it's Emma
And
Emma.
Soleil.
and Soleil and Dylan and who is that over there? Adia? Adia. Okay, Addie. Okay, thank you all so much, and we'll talk to the others later, okay?
Thank you.
I apologize we haven't talked to you all. Okay, thank you.
you guys
Oh,
today.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, now I just have to make this, let's make it go viral. Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.